Good morning, students. Welcome back to the online class. Today, in the topic of magnetic effect of current, I am going to take up a new topic. The topic is magnetic field due to a straight current carrying conductor. Now, if you look at the diagram number 1 here, this is a cardboard, and through this cardboard, one straight conductor is passing. The current is now going to enter from A and it is coming out from B. Now, if you look at this diagram, in the last class we have explained about Maxwell right hand thumb rule. We will find out that the magnetic field around this straight conductor will be concentric rings, and in diagram 1 it will be anti-clockwise concentric rings. If we come to the diagram number 2, again this is the cardboard, this is the straight conductor, and now the current is entering from B and it is coming out from A. And if we use the concept of right hand thumb rule, we will find out that around this conductor we will have concentric rings, which is going to represent the clockwise direction of the magnetic field. So when the current is coming from B to A, it is going to show me the clockwise magnetic field. When the current is going from A to B, it is going to represent the anti-clockwise magnetic field. Now these two things were explained in the previous class. Moving forward, factors affecting the field produced by a straight current carrying conductor. We will have two factors here. Factor number 1, the strength of the magnetic field is directly proportional to the current passing through the conductor. That means more the current we pass through this conductor, more powerful magnetic field we will have around it. So the magnetic field is directly proportional to the current passing through the conductor. Point number 2, the strength of the magnetic field is inversely proportional to the distance from the conductor. It means that as we move away from this conductor, the strength of the magnetic field will decrease. In other words, we can say as the radius of the concentric rings will increase, the strength of the magnetic field will decrease, and this is the point number 2. Magnetic field is inversely proportional to the distance from the conductor. Now let us take up the next topic, that is magnetic field due to current in a loop or circular coil. In figure number 1, we have got a cardboard here. This is a conductor in the form of a loop. This is connected to a cell, and if you can see here, the current is going to enter from the point P and it is coming out from the point Q. So this is in the format of a circular loop. Now when we complete the circuit, as we are knowing, a magnetic field will be created around the point P and around the point Q. And from the Maxwell right hand thumb rule, we will come to the conclusion that at the point P we have an anti-clockwise magnetic field, and at the point Q we will have a clockwise magnetic field. If we come to the figure number 2, again this is the cardboard, this is the circular loop passing through the cardboard, and this is the circuit completed. But now the current is going to enter from Q and it is coming out from P. This is going to come through P. Here it is coming from Q now, coming out from P. Here it was coming from P, going out from Q. So here we will find out that at the point Q we will have a magnetic field in an anti-clockwise, and at the point P we will have a magnetic field clockwise. So from these two figures we can come to a conclusion that at one end of the loop we have a different nature, and another end of the loop we have another nature of the magnetic field. So let us come. When current is passed through the coil, then a magnetic field is produced around the circular loop. The direction of the magnetic lines can be obtained by compass needle. That means if you want to know what is the nature of the magnetic field around P and Q, we can use compass to know the nature of the magnetic field. The direction of the magnetic field at a point is in the direction which the north pole of the compass needle rests at that point. So when we perform a practical and we want to know the direction of the magnetic field, we will put a compass near the point P, and the direction of the magnetic field will be given by the north pole of the compass needle. The magnetic lines of force near each segment of the wire are circular and form concentric circles. As you can see, this is a concentric ring around P, this is a concentric ring around Q. This is what we are talking about. The force near each segment of the wire are circular and form concentric circles. The magnetic lines of force near the center of the coil are almost straight lines. If you look at this line here, it is straight. This is the point where the magnetic strength of P and Q is neutralized, and this is said to be a neutral point. So this neutral zone is represented by a straight line. A current carrying circular coil behaves like a thin fixed magnet whose one phase is the north pole and the other is south pole. So if this becomes north, it will become south. If this becomes north, it becomes south. So this is what we will have in this practical. As we pass the current through it, we have two ends of the coil with two different nature of magnetic field. Now coming to the factors, we have the next part. Factors affecting magnetic field produced by a current carrying circular coil. We will discuss three factors. Factor number 1, the strength of the magnetic field produced by a current carrying circular coil is directly proportional to the current flowing through the coil. That is, more the stronger current will pass through this coil, more stronger magnetic field will be produced around it. That is the point number 1. Point number 2 says the strength of the magnetic field produced by a current carrying circular coil is inversely proportional to the radius of the circular coil. It means that as we move away from this point P and from the point Q, the strength of the magnetic field will start decreasing. As you can see in this diagram, this straight line represents the neutral zone where the power of P and Q is neutralized. So as the radius of the coil is increased, the strength of the magnetic field will be decreased. Coming to the point number 3, the strength of the magnetic field produced by a current carrying circular coil is directly proportional to the number of turns of the wire in the circular coil. Now this point means if we have more coils in this format, more coils passing from this cardboard, then the magnetic field around this coil will be increased. That means more the coils we have, more stronger the magnetic field will be produced. So we have got altogether three factors which are there in the circular coil. Number 1 is more the current, more is the magnetic field, that is directly proportional. More the distance, inversely proportional is the magnetic field. That means more the distance, lesser the magnetic field. And the third point says more the number of turns, more is the magnetic field. So these are the factors which are concerned with the circular loop. So today we have taken up two main things. One was the current passing through a circular loop, and I have explained how is the nature of the magnetic field at the point P and at the point Q. And in the first diagram I have taken up a straight conductor and I have explained what is the nature of the magnetic field around it. I hope you have understood all the topics I have taken up today. In the next class I will take up some more topics related to the chapter of magnetic effect of current. So thank you and have a nice day.